record.
Ngerti.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, di sini saya akan menjelaskan beberapa contoh soal TOEFL beserta cara menjawabnya. Oke, sebelum itu saya membaca terlebih dulu teksnya. Probably the most recognized board game around the world is the game of Monopoly. In this game, players fee for a while by buying, selling, and renting properties. The key to success in the game, in addition to bit of luck, is for a player to acquire monopolies and cluster of properties in order to force opponent to pay exorbitant rents and fee. Although the game is now published in countless languages and versions with foreign location and place name appropriate to the target language adorning its board. The beginning of the game were considerably more humble. The game was invented in 1930 by Charles Darrow during the height of the Great Depression. Darrow, who lived in Germantown, Pennsylvania, was himself unemployed during those difficult financial times. He said the original game not as might be expected in his hometown of Germantown, but in the Atlantic City, New Jersey, the seat of numerous pre-depression vacation. Where he walked along the boardwalk and visited Park Place, Darrow made the first game by hand and sold them locally until Parker Brothers purchased the right to Monopoly in 1935 and took the first step toward the mass production of today. Oke, permainan papan yang dikenal di seluruh dunia atau monopoli, permainan yang bersaing untuk mendapatkan kekayaan dengan membeli, menjual, atau menyewa beberapa properti. Kunci kemenangan dalam game ini adalah sedikit keberuntungan. Untuk player harus membayar sewa dan tagihan. Jadi di sini Darrow adalah penemu game Monopoly. Dia tinggal di City, New Jersey. Sebelumnya dia tinggal di Germantown. Dan dia akhirnya menjual hak seluruh paten monopoli kepada Parker Brothers, yaitu Parker bersaudara. Mungkin untuk menjawab soal 6 ini, soalnya the French version of Monopoly might possibly include a piece of property and title. Monopoly versi Prancis mungkin mencakup sebidang tanah yang berjudul A. Atlantic City, New Jersey, B. Germantown, Pennsylvania, C. Boardwalk, and D. The Eiffel Tower. Oke, di sini jelas jawabannya D. Di sini tidak ada dalam teks, soalnya hanya soal menipu. Monopoly versi Prancis adalah jelas di Prancis ada Eiffel Tower. Yang ketujuh adalah it is implied that Darrow selected Atlantic City as the setting for Monopoly because tersirat bahwa Darrow memilih Atlantic City sebagai lokasi monopoli karena di sini jelas karena Darrow mencoba untuk mempopulerkan monopoli ini di ibu kotanya Germantown tidak ramai. Akhirnya dia memilih the Atlantic City, New Jersey. Dan di sini tersirat bahwa Daro memilih Atlantic City sebagai lokasi monopoli adalah jelas B, karena keluarganya yang berasal dari Atlantic City. Soal number 8 adalah Parker Brother kemungkinan adalah A. Real estate company, perusahaan real estate. B. Perusahaan pembuat game. C. Teman Charles Darrow. And D. Perusahaan desain mainan. Di sini jawaban saya adalah B, yaitu a game manufacturer company. Kenapa di sini saya menjawab B? Karena jelas di sini Darrow made the first game by hand and sold them locally until Parker Brothers purchased the right to monopoly in 1935. Darrow membuat gamenya dan menjual sedikit sampai Parker Brothers membeli hak seluruh game Monopoly in 1935. Jadi awal-awal itu Parker Brothers memberi sedikit-sedikit haknya dan pada akhirnya membeli seluruh hak paten monopoli. Kenapa Parker Brothers itu bisa membeli? Ya karena dia adalah perusahaan manufaktur.
Oke, udah bisa dimulai nih.
Udah,
Hidup nggak kameranya?
hidup. Lanjut aja bro, udah bro ini udah gue record.
Oke, siap. Oke, now I want to presentation about TOEFL exercise skill 6 until 7. Pertama, saya akan menjelaskan basic one. Basic one, the most conservative sect of the Mennonite Church in the Old Order Amish, with 33,000 members living mainly today in states of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. Their lifestyle have steadfastly rejected the society change that have occurred in the previous 300 years, preferring instead to remain secularly rooted in 17th century lifestyle. They live on farms without radios, television, telephones, electric lights, and cars. Okay, they dress in plainly styled and colored, old-fashioned clothes, and they farm their lands with horses and tools rather than modern farm equipment. They have a highly communal form of living, with barn raising and quilting bees as commonplace activities. Ini akan memberikan soalnya. Tadi itu adalah cerita. Oke, number one, the paragraph preceding this passage most probably. The answer is A. Other more liberal sects of Mennonites. Why? This question asks about the topic of preceding paragraph. So you must look at the beginning of the passage, since the beginning of the sentence address the most conservative sect of the Mennonite Church. So there must be a new sect or a previous sect. So the answer is A. And then number 2, which of the following will probably not be found on a Amish farm? This question asks which probably not be found on an Amish farms. In the paragraph, it has been explained that they live without electronic objects. So the answer is D, a refrigerator. Okay, number 3. It can be inferred from the passage that a quilting bee. This question asks us to draw conclusion about quilting bee. If we search on Google, quilting bee has nothing to do with bees. It's the culture of the ancient American people, where they held gathering to create artworks and constantly. So the best answer to this question is the answer A, involves a group of people. And then the last number is 4. The question is, which of the following is most likely the topic of the paragraph following? These questions asks about the topic of the following paragraph. So you must look at the end of the passage and draw a conclusion about what probably comes after the passage. That they have a highly communal form of living. The first answer state the effect of a communal lifestyle is therefore the best. So the answer is A. The effects of the communal lifestyle on the old order. Ini next to the passage 2 or no? Apa enggak? Okay, now Oke, sekarang adalah mata kuliah intermediate. Now I wanna presentation about models for permission. Finally, let's look at ways to ask for and give permission. We use may, could, and can to do this. Example 1. Most formal or polite. May I go to the washroom? Only use with A and we. 2. Medium formal. Could I borrow your dictionary? And then 3. Casual. Can I call you back later? Now look at the main verbs that come after the subject. They are always in the same simple form, just as with other modal verbs. Again, the most polite or formal way to answer this question is with may. Example, may I go to the dentist? Then you can choose yes, you may go to the dentist, or yes, you can. And then for negative, no, you may not, or no, you cannot. And then can. Can I go to the mall? The answer, you can use yes, she can. And then negative sentence, no, she can. The notice that we do not contract may plus not. I mean, jika disingkat may plus not, itu jadinya main. Wrong. And then can and not can, and could and not couldn't are common contraction, however. Okay, now answer the question. Number 1, I mean, ini dipilih tentang Mazen or Wun. Okay. Number one, this is no smoking area. The answer is wait. Okay. Repeat ya. Number one, this is no smoking area. You titik-titik smoke here. Choose Mazen or Woon. The answer is Mazen. Wah. Bentar lagi ya bro ya.
Boleh
Yuk
dulu
kita
ya.
tutup dulu yuk.
Oke, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.